All right, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to create a visual and a video to show your other students in the class some definitions of vocabulary words. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that Keynote has been updated. So you're going to go into self-service, and then when you click this search button, you're just going to type Keynote up here. When Keynote shows up, you just want to make sure you press the reinstall button right here. If there is an update to install, your Keynote will automatically add that update. The second thing you need to do is make sure you have on screen recording. For example, I am screen recording right now. So you're going to go into your Settings app. Over here on the left-hand side, scroll up till you see Control Center. When you're in Control Center, you're just going to want to make sure you look down here at the bottom. If you see the word screen recording like this, you're going to press the plus button and it will shift up to this area, which means when I pull down from this top right corner, you will see that screen recording is now available. If you have updated Keynote and your settings has added screen recording, go ahead and continue on to the rest of this video. So we're going to go ahead and open up Keynote, and then I'm just going to press the plus button, choose a theme, and I like to just do a generic, plain, white, nothing screen. The first thing I'm going to do is type in my vocabulary word, so I'm going to type in community. And then what I would do is move community, change the font, change the color. All of that can be done right here in the paintbrush. And then you're going to go ahead and type in the definition of community right here. Put your community definition here and delete that. So far, super simple. The next thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to come up here to the plus button. And then if you've updated your Keynote, when you come over here to your Media tab, you should see something called Live Video. So when I click Live Video, what it's going to do is it's going to bring up a screen. It may not have the video on, so you may have to touch this little button right here. That's going to turn this on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shrink this and move this somewhere around the corner. Now what I can do is I can just copy and paste this by going over here, tapping that, and pressing duplicate. Tap it, press duplicate. And now you'll see no matter which slide I go through, that video is on each of these. Okay? So now that I have that video embedded, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build my presentation and then I'm going to present it live. So let me show you what that looks like. I've already built a presentation for community, just like this. So you can see I've got several slides. I need to turn on my camera. And then I've got my definitions, but I've also added some shapes. So if you need to add shapes, you come up here to this plus button. And then this button right here has all these different shapes that you can use and change the color. I've also brought in some pictures from the internet and the definitions. So now all I have to do is I'm going to take my finger, slide from this top right corner down, and you're going to see this recording button is not going to be red. Hold it down. Make sure your microphone's on, and then you're going to tap it, and it's going to say 3, 2, 1, and then it's going to start recording with this red button up here. Now all I have to do is press play, and I'm just going to give my presentation live. Community, a group of people living in the same place, blah, 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 blah. When I tap, it goes to the next one. It's also explain, explain, explain. So sometimes a community is like an apartment. Sometimes community, and so I'm explaining why I brought in these different visuals. And then when I'm done, I swipe from the top right corner, and then I just click the red button and stop that recording. And what this is going to do is when I'm done, it's going to save that into the camera roll as a video. And so now all of a sudden, I've got my presentation exported as a movie, and I'm defining this community word for the rest of the kids in my class. So I hope this is helpful on creating a really quick video where you can have your presentation but also talk to the class on video without having to do any sort of editing. If you have any questions, feel free to email help or reach out to your teacher and he can get a hold of me and we can make a follow-up video if needed.